Hey everyone, this is my side of GOvitational 6, Week 2, Pod 2. Meanthril is the host, and they are in the room watching Magic Star do his thing. But I always find that I do better when I talk through being less of an idiot. So, there's the shuffle. And here we go. So, Cave of the Frost Dragon is a fine fast land. Trelasara is good in the green-white deck. Battle Cry Goblin is really good, as is Dragon's Fire. So, they're all pretty good. Red is the most powerful colour. And we pass the Dragon's Fire, but we can take a Battle Cry Goblin, a bear in the 2 slot. This is where the curse of being Selesnya comes in. Like, I want to take Trelasara because that's what I'm like, but it's the wrong answer. And Cave of the Frost Dragon is fine. But I think we know red is powerful, and Battlecry Goblin does the job. And I'm sure Urad will take Dragon's Fire out of the pack, which means at least our featured drafter won't get a lot of red. So I think I'll take Battlecry Goblin here, and I'm going to stray from my innate desires. Which probably isn't a bad thing. Got to push the envelope at some point. So, Battlecry Goblin is a bear. It works in the Goblin's deck. It works in red-green as well. So, yeah. Sure. Let's have it. Valasinger kicking the door, Celestial Unicorn, brilliant. So, yeah, that would have been a nice follow-on, another payoff from that. But, so Valasinger, Watch, Fangblade, Dispute. So I'm open to taking Deadly Dispute here, I think. Dragon Turtle, if it wasn't in blue, it'd be fine. Blink Dog isn't great. Bag of Holding is fine in the right setup. I think Deadly Dispute's alright. Having given up Trelasara, I'm not interested in taking Unicorn now. Nice Dispute. I could take Valancer or Flank Blade as well, I guess. Valasinger does help with pack tactics and doesn't make me stray further. Ooh, I don't know what's best here, so I'll take Valasinger. Okay. Got a price of loyalty. That's probably fine for now. I'm not going to be rolling a lot of dice. Black Dragon's 7 for a 4/4 fly that might not kill a creature. I think price of loyalty is fine here. Yeah, better than taking Armory Veteran when I'm not necessarily going into the equipment deck. And there's an Ember Poke in the pack as well, but I'll take loyalty here. It's loyalty or Owlbear. You know, Gruul's not a bad thing, but you got to get those price of loyalties while you can in pods like this. So I think I'll take loyalty. Blech. Distinctly uncomfortable because now I don't know. There's no world in which I go Trelasara Unicorn. So just not going to beat myself up about that. So on to the next. Hoarding Ogre, Deadly Dispute, Herald. I think I'm happy taking Deadly Dispute now and seeing whether we get some more Hoarding Ogres wheeling. Do we? Sack outlets are nice. We might not get too many. Let's take a dispute. Give up the ogre. I definitely don't want talisman or dungeon map. Again, I'm not doing the paladin thing. So yeah, we'll take dispute here. Not necessarily great. And I shouldn't be forcing red-black at a table like this. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna. It just means I probably shouldn't. So we will see how things develop. We'll summon a couple of seats to my left getting hooked up with the lifelink stuff, if they spec'd on it early. So here we can have Dungeon Crawler, Fireball, Reversal, the Duke. Could take Baleful Beholder for top end or Zalto. It is interesting how no one seems particularly interested in Zalto. I suppose maybe you're paying 5 mana for one shot at a guy who is quite easy to clock off. Do we take Fireball? Over Beholder? Yeah, I'm going to take the Fireball. Not sure it's right, but I don't like any of the uncommons. And now we're going to start seeing stuff dry up, I can imagine. So, I'm going to take Cursed Idol here. If we do end up Gruul, it's a fine sideboard card. Definitely don't want Eyes of the Beholder. I'm satisfied with that, and we're definitely not doing the monk thing. We'll have to see what wheels. We've not seen anything to force us into blue yet, which is the weakest colour after all. So we can probably take Ember Poke here. Or Manticore. Manticore works. If we do end up red-black. Don't want Bards. Don't want Monk. Herbalist, if we end up Gruul, is the saddest 2-drop in our deck. I guess we don't have a lot of payoffs for... okay, so an unhappy Manticore, I think. I've come up a little on Compelled Duel, but not all the way. So... Brazen Dwarf in the 2 slot. Not rolling a ton of dice right now, but it's always good to have 2 drops. But then I've just said that the 2-dropped Herbalist is disappointing, so that's an intriguing switch about. Do we want Beholder at the top end instead? I don't think so. I'm going to take Brazen Dwarf unwillingly, and we'll see what wheels. So, a lot of loathsome trolls doing the rounds. A Direwolf Prowler in 3. If we do end up gruely pack tactic stuff, that might not be so bad. I'm going to take the Direwolf Prowler here. I'm unconvinced this pack one has been a glorious success. Let's see if we get some strong signals what we should be mopping up. Not really. We'll take Neverwinter Dread in case we end up going Gruul, and can ramp using it. Might have wanted that owlbear now. Hindsight's 2020. We'll see if we get hooked up with red on the way back. Take Ember Poke here. We're going to be doing a lot of rolling? Nope, not right now. Ember Poke or Barbarian class, I think is the... We'll take the Ember Poke. We'll take the Herald in case we do end up black, but I don't think we've been super hooked up this pack. And I think unless we were Psychic, we couldn't have ended up in white. Green. So let's see what pack 2 yields. Alright. So, fighter class likes equipment. We've started on red. Intrepid Outlander likes pack tactics, which is more of what we're doing. But power word kill is power word kill. So we will continue in the black lane for now. Not a lot of red. Maybe we'll be able to mop up some red on the way past. Giving up boots isn't too bad. There's a fair bit of black in this pack. I mean, kind of would have taken a Deadly Dispute, a Vampire Spawn, and a Feign Death, to be fair. A Warlock class would be quite nice. But let's see if we can press the red agenda. Grim Wanderer's nice. Better than Ogre and Veteran. Yep. I think we're happy with Grim Wanderer here. Yeah, a ton of black in this pack. But we'll take that. Hope to get some 1-drops that die early. But that's fine. Yep, we'll have that. For now. We'll cut the green for now, seeing where we're at. I'm not going to run kick in the door. 3 2-drops. And 6 creatures. Fate's Reversal. Not a ton we want to reverse, but we'll see. So, Hexblade, I think. Raven Feeblement is really good against white. We're not doing Barbarian class. We don't want Javelineer. And I do want a 2-drop bear over an Evolving Worlds. Spoils of the Hunt's nice if we did end up wanting to be green. But at the moment, we're pressing black-red, and we'll see how long we can press it for. The upshot of Javelineer is it makes Wanderer. Currently got no treasure making. This is a pretty ropey deck right now. Pretty ropey. So, Sepulchral Ghoul is a nice pickup for what we're doing. Don't want to find the Path of Sylvan Shepherd, don't want a Javelineer. Windfall would be nice, I guess, but Sepulchral Ghoul, very handy, and does activate Grim Wanderer as well. So I think we take the Sepulchral Ghoul here. That's fine. I guess now some of those Javelineers would come in handy as sack fodder and wander fodder. But we've got 5 2-drops, which is a fine start to a draft. early in pack 2. We desperately need some proper top end. And some more prices would be nice if they're coming this way. So now the choice between Price of Loyalty and Javanier. I think we take a second price. Another Spoils of the Hunt. So being in green wouldn't have been terrible. But double price with Ghoul and Dispute is indisputably appealing. So let's go with that. Reams of blue at the top end there. That's not doing a lot. If someone is in Goblin Tribal, these Javelineers might be appealing to them. Missing a lot of improvised weaponry and Dragon's Fires here. So we'll see what comes of that. So we can take Dungeon Crawler. It's a 1-drop. Are we going to be doing a lot of venturing though? Fate's Reversal. I think maybe we take another Deadly Dispute. Yeah. We're going to cut the Rapier for now. So we've now got 3 Sacrifice Outlets and 2 Price of Loyalties. So we're at least doing that thing. But we've only got 8 creatures. So we need to do something to increase that in short order. So we've got a Mana Sink in Hadar at the top end. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Not good. So we'll take Divine Smite mostly because it's... we could take Wizard Spellbook. Divine Smite's not great against us, but it could be worse. Let's just take Spellbook and side that out. I'm not running Eyes of the Beholder. So this is a problem. Pick 7, no red, no black. With the Spellbook, and if blue looks open, we could go into Grixis, because then with the Spellbook we might be able to recover some Disputes and Power Words. But that is hopeful, should we say. Definitely want some of those Javelineers to wheel. We'll take the Beholder for the top end here. Yeah, even 2 of those Javelineers does us a bit of work. Nine creatures. Oh dear. Let's hope they're coming back. That might be problematic. Super. Could have been worse. Just a scare. Just a scare. Right. We'll take a Feigned Death here. That's a lovely card to pick up at this point. Someone said it feels like Feat of Resistance in M21, and it's got a bit of that about it. You don't get to kill this creature after all, and it's coming back bigger. We'll take another Manticore. These are not the greatest cards to pick up on the wheel, but they are at least functional in our deck, so we'll take that. So, whoop, deep breath. Well, we all get a breather. So where are we at? 3, 4, 5, 10 creatures, some steel and sack. I mean, yeah, it's really badly missing things like improvised weaponry and magic missiles. As well as 5 creatures, also. So, we'll see how it goes. Well, let's hope their internet's not gone completely kaput. Well, I will be unsurprised if when we look at the draft logs later on I was sitting next to a red and black drafter. But everyone knows it's a popular place to be. And at least I managed to resist my urge to be green-white against all odds. Or despite everything. Okay. Oh, they're back. All is well. So, 7 mana to sacrifice a treasure chest. We're not rolling dice. I might as well get the treasure chest, which at least makes treasure. Right? Well, apart from the 1 in 20 times it blows up. But I'm not rolling that many dice. Let's take the treasure chest. And now we take a windfall. Yeah, that's fine. Get some more draw gas. We'll take the Prowler and drop that down. We're not going to go Jund, I don't think. So, yeah, really want some burn spells in pack 3. This deck is really, truly badly missing those. 2 removal spells at the moment is, well, 2 Manticores, but they are very conditional. Okay, so the Death Priest keeps producing. So 1 zombie. I think it's between Death Priest and Horde Robber. We've got 2 drops, and without Thieves' Tools, Horde Robber's not being productive. So I think we take the Death Priest here. And that's the 3rd Ray of Enfeeblement I've given up, so it'll be interesting if someone says you're asking for burn spells, but you're passing a 1-drop one. Which would be a fair point, but one I don't know the answer to. So tell me afterwards. So I'm going to cut Fate's Reversal. Don't think my deck's doing what that's doing. I'm going to cut the Treasure Chest, because that's a laugh. I'd have to be very desperate. This thing isn't shabby, actually. Ugh. It's not shabby, and it comes in a pack with a Grim Bounty. Oh, man. I think this just takes over the game, because it creates Venture and then comes onto the battlefield, and I can feign death there. I think I take the Arch Lick over Warlock and Grim Bounty. I'm not happy that I have to choose, but at least I get a Mythic to help me out. Hui. Yeah, as much as I want removal, I feel like you can't be passing mythic cards in your colour. So, improvised weaponry here over swarming goblins is fine. We don't want Windfall or Horde Robber over that. So goblins is what we're giving up here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures with some steel and sack going on as well. So a couple more creatures and maybe some... Yeah. I'm fighting between creatures and burn spells, I guess. Oh, this creates 1/1 skeletons that then buff it as well, right? Yeah. Learning cards. Just when you want to be. Got some treasure makers now, so I might cut Windfall for the right types of thing. I think we want Fangblade here. Although we could splash Rogue class off our treasures, potentially. And now we do have a Thieves' Tools as well. We don't have anything that rewards us for punching through. So I think it's between Fangblade, Skeleton, Thieves' Tool. Rogue class just doesn't seem to be... I mean, I effectively need 3 sources of blue mana, which is 3 lots of treasure usage to get there. Let's take Rogue. We're going to take Rogue and see whether or not I get round to it. So here we could have Spike, Pit Trap, Fireball, or Herald. With Solar and Removal, I'm going to take Pit Trap, which I'm not happy about, but I'm going to do it. Rogue class. If I can get the treasure going, there might be something there. There might not. It may not run. I may have just wasted a pick. But I've probably wasted a few of them. Another decent green card. Probably could have been in green after all. Passing the owlbear was probably a bad pinch point. But I'll make this the best I can. So we can take Elemental for the top end. I don't think that's shocking. We'll cut Rogue class for now, which shows how quickly it lasts in the deck. So we're up to 13 creatures. 1, 2, 3. Well, Deadly Dispute could be 4, 5, 6-ish. And the Manticores. We've got some ways to remove their creatures, but we may have to trade to do it. But we've got some top end, we've got some creatures. This is the sort of deck I'd end up backing into at Friday Night Magic, so we'll see whether it's good enough to get into finals week or not. I have gone one better than Strixhaven at least. But this is not spectacular. If we can get a Serarak going, that's a bonus. Oh man, Drider is not good. And we've got flyers. Should we take another 2-drop over it? We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of rolling dice. So we'll take a Brazen Dwarf. Maybe we take a second Death Priest here. It's between Death Priest and Feign Death, I guess, right? One Feign Death, I think, is fine. We're going to cut the Unexpected Windfall. And We'll take Cell Sword, as it may come in hard and fast. Ooh, this deck's a little bit of a messy pile. We are... We're going to run Barbarian class? I don't think we are. Don't think we have a ton of dice rolls, so is there something we... I don't know. We'll just take Barbarian class. I don't think that's going to run. I think maybe we're going to cut the Spiked Pit Trap. None of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Huh? Got the creature count up. None of those particularly. 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 12, 15 creatures. That's better. I can count better. 8, 9, 10. No, 16 creatures. What am I talking about? 3 Brazen Dwarves. And if I'm desperate, I can run Eyes the Beholder. This is not the greatest deck I've ever built. But maybe 2 Price of Loyalties, an Improvised Weaponry, and some Deadly Disputes will get me out of a real pickle. Very few goblins. But I think Brazen Dwarves are the cut. 2's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Jaded Sellsword, I only have 1, 2. This makes a treasure, right? Yeah. So I have to sacrifice something to get it. 1, 2, 3 ways of making treasure. Yeah, okay. I'm going to cut Jaded Sellsword as well. Those Hoarding Ogres might come in handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we hope the Manticores do flash in to hurt something. They probably won't. So, not my most illustrious draft. We'll go 9-8 on lands. Send that to Murph. And go from there. Well, feedback is welcome on what lane I should have been in, because as with all things, I never know. Every draft's a mystery for me. Don't want another Brazen Dwarf, don't want an Unexpected Windfall, I don't think. What would Unexpected Windfall come in for? Potentially Feign Death, but Feign Death can bring something back that dies and Flashing Grim Wanderer, potentially. Which isn't bad. So, 1, potentially 2. Let's call Manticore half a removal. So, Fireball, 1 Manticore, 1 Deadly Dispute, and a Power Word Kill. 4 bits of removal? It could be worse. And Archlich insists on Tomb of Annihilation, which is interesting, but there we go. Hey, this'll do, right? Feedback ever welcome. Bye for now.